And for next cycle, the stock to flow model expects or predicts 532k. So the core of the stock to flow model is that more scarcity leads to more value, and thus the halvings are key. In fact, all the action is around the halvings if you look at the Bitcoin price data. And the trading rule is based on exactly that insight. Buy just before the halving, in fact buy 6 months before the halving, and sell after the halving, in fact buy 6 months before and sell 18 months after the halving. Now let's look at a chart, and then we can see what's actually going on. So the strategy is 4x the Bitcoin price, and we're awaiting the next buy signal, and we know already that the halving will be around April 2024, so 6 months before that is around October, the closing price of October or the opening price of November. Then it enters the market and will stay there for 2 more years until October 2025, 24 months later. And very interesting if this cycle will be like all the past cycles, the 3 past cycles I should say, it's not that many. If we see a jump again, and if the Bitcoin scarcity indeed drives the value, and thus the halvings are very important, and price jumps are. Basically, a trading rule is a buy and sell action, a simulation of how a investment would go over time, depending on the buy and sell rules that you give it. So how would the hypothetical equity 9 look like? And remember, stock to flow model is a prediction, and it predicted in this cycle 55k, which we are a little below right now. We're at 31k on average in this cycle, so that's below the 55k, which is okay. I mean, stock to flow is not 100% correct. It can be a little bit below or above. And for next cycle, the stock to flow model expects or predicts 532k. Next chart is market stages. A lot of questions about this chart as well. And this is a chart that's not a prediction, it's a detection. So it cannot tell you how long this stage will last, or it can only tell you what stage we are in right now. And currently we are still in an early bull market, the blue, stage 1, early bull market. And we're there since January, so 6 months already. And we don't know when the green starts, but usually it's right after the halving. So here we had the 2020 halving, and after that the late bull market started, the real jump up. Same here, 2016 July was the halving, and then a few months after that the green. Same here, November 2012 was the halving, and then the green started right after it. So we don't know what's going to happen this time around. The halving might be front run. The green could start before the halving, and it could also be delayed because of a black swan event or something, we don't know. But at least we know when we get there, and once we get into the green area, I will of course let you know. One more thing, this market stage model gave me the courage in January 12th to make my market prediction. And if you don't know what it was that the November 15k was the bottom. And I knew because the bull market already started, right? And after that I said, well, the halving will be around 32k at least. So it could be much higher, but at least 32k. And that prediction was made in January, when I knew that we already entered the early bull market, or at least this model indicated that we did that. So the third and last chart is realized price. It's a classic chart by now, but I like it very much. So realized price is the cost price of all the bitcoins that were bought. The black line is the cost price of all the bitcoins. The dark blue line is the cost price of all the bitcoins that transacted last 2 years. So it's kind of a moving average. But the advantage of that is that you do not carry the 1 million Satoshi coins all the way through history, and you just look at the more recent coins. So obviously it's a little higher, the average cost price, than if you include the early coins. But it also has this very stable pattern. And the important thing what we see is that the Bitcoin price, the red dots, moved crossed over the 2-year realized cost price. And it already crossed the realized cost price. It already crossed the 5 months, the short-term realized and hot price. So now, and that's a new thing, I haven't even tweeted about it, it crossed the 2-year realized price, and that's an important signal. Of course, the month in history closing above the 2-year realized price was a signal that the bull market accelerated. Same here in 2016, and 2019 was a bit of a weird year with a COVID black swan here, and well, I might have some influence, had some influence here with the stock to flow model that was maybe front run, but we were a bit early. Market was a bit early here, but if we take this and this dots as crossing the 2-year realized, this is also where the bull market started.
Gracias por llegar hasta aquí. Recuerda suscribirte, compartir y activar la campanita de notificaciones.